And away we go. Gritstone Bio. Kind of a cool name. Hmm. Okay, I want to know what this drop is about, but also something else I want to make note of here is that this could argue blah 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 blah. I can English good. This right here could arguably be a cup and handle pattern forming. If I go to the month chart, you can see it more clearly. Cup, handle, cup, handle, which usually indicates the possibility of a breakout. Yeah, this rocketed back in January. Why was that? I want to know. Actually, let me read this first. Hey, clinical stage, you don't say. All clinical stage companies have, names like these. Is Granite. Is in phase 1-2 clinical trials for treatment of solid tumors, including metastatic non-cell lung cancer, gastro something or other, bladder, microsatellite. Also developing Slate, off-the-shelf immunotherapy candidate for the treatment of common solid tumors. So they're creating things to deal with tumors. Okay, that's good to know. How far back do I have to go to figure out? Gritstone soars due to Oh. The National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. Interesting. So it soared on prospects of creating a COVID vaccine. Well, I don't think I need to read into that thread any far longer, because I think at this point, we're living in the future now. I think we all know how that turned out for them, because you hear a lot about the Pfizer vaccine, you hear a lot about the Moderna vaccine, you hear a lot about the J&J vaccine. Has anybody ever heard of the Gritstone vaccine? No, I didn't think so. So I think we all know how that turned out for them. So let's fast forward a little bit to what is the story behind this quarter one? I want to read about that quarter one results. Reports first quarter and business highlights. It's also very possible that chart is wrong. That's not unusual. We expect to have data for our Coral COVID-19. You're still working on COVID-19? Bruh. It's May 6th. Like, half of people have already had a vaccine. Why are you still working on this? You lost. you lost. Get over it. I'm sorry. Announced the launch of our Coral COVID-19 program to develop a second-generation vaccine against... Second generation. Okay. Such an interesting prospect. Because they think they can do it better than compared to the first generation. Okay, this is what I thought they meant. The first generation spike only vaccines, which basically, it only teaches your body to fight against the spike part of the virus. Whereas second generation vaccines would probably be more traditional vaccines where you get injected with the actual virus that your body can fight against and practice against, but it's dead. That's probably what they mean by second generation vaccine. So, I mean, in that case, they could still be in the running. So, I wish them best of luck. Is it gonna turn out? I don't know. An earnings surprise. A quarter ago, it was expected this company would post a loss of 69 cents per share when it actually produced a loss of 69. Came out with a quarterly earnings of 10 cents per share, beating Zach of a loss. Yeah. So how did they gain money for this for this quarter? Posted revenues for a quarter ended March. Where did those revenues come from? Because it was produced. If I had to guess, it would be grant money. Because you don't just suddenly go from 1 million, 1.5 million to a quarter where you got 39 million in revenue that came out of friggin' nowhere, and then you go back to the next quarter. Oh, we got you know 0.9 million. So that's got to be some kind of grant or something. There's no way that is actual income revenue that someone paid for. All right. Anyway, that stuff all aside, what do I think of them? I would have liked time to look a little further ahead, a little closer to the present as to how they're doing with their COVID vaccine progress. But just based on what I saw, I don't feel terribly enthused one way or the other about them. I'm gonna have to go with hold for Gritstone. I feel very neutral. I feel very neutral. Tell my wife hello kind of neutral.